See, look at that. Well, your hair is very fresh this morning.
Thank you.
I got a question for you. How long have you been growing that? Like, have you not had a haircut in years?
No, I started growing my hair out probably like 2015, but I've definitely cut it a few times. Like I keep it this length.
Okay, so you have to like cut short.
No, I don't cut it short and grow it back
like,
out.
What miracle? This is what I'm dealing with right here. You know, I'm only 26, and I'm like, yikes. You know?
Yeah, I've been growing this out for a while, I guess, but I maintain the length. You know?
Okay. Is this something that you wanted? Like you're just like, this is the look I wanted, or that's what
I don't know. It just kind of started happening, and then I realized that I look really stupid with short hair. So
Stop. What are you talking about?
I kept the long hair. It's my thing now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, we got Y2K in the studio. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good because luckily you guys didn't come in super early.
Yeah.
So I got some beauty sleep.
Well, I've been up since 7 o'clock. So.
Oh yeah, because you drove in from LA.
From LA.
Oh my god. Now, do you live in LA now? Because I know you're from Phoenix.
I am from Phoenix. Yes, I live in Pasadena. Okay. So not exactly LA, but kind of LA.
Okay. Now, what did you? Was it just because of like the work that you have to do, or you just wanted to get out of home and just I'm good?
Yeah, I moved for music.
Okay.
And then I ended up finding a spot that I really liked up in South Pass, and I've been there for a while now.
Okay. Now, is it, because I do know some artists that I talk to, it's like they have a collective in their house. Is it just you, or do you have like, whoever is on your team and you guys all just live together and make music?
I live with 2 people. I live with Lewis Grant, who's a great singer, and I live with my roommate Nikki. And yeah, we all make music together and hang out. But that's not like why we live together. That's just like a bonus.
And it just happened. It just happened like that. Okay. Yeah. Is this your first time like on your own, or you've been living on your own for a while now?
Yeah, I've been on my own since I was 18. I'm 25 now.
God. Oh my God. You're still younger than me. Okay. That's pretty cool though. All right. So obviously we got to talk about this big sensation song that you have right here.
All right, let's do it.
So it's Baby No Swag or BB or No Money? BB No Money or
Baby No Money?
Baby No Money, and you put out the song LaLaLa, right?
Yes.
Well, I know one of the opening lines is I write my songs when I record when I perform. Is that how this song was made? Like I don't even know, like, 'cause, like it kind of has that vibe where it's like maybe we're just gonna riff and then, but like was this planned to come out like this?
Well, so yes and no. So Baby No Money is a very amazing rapper. He had never sung on a song before.
That was his first one?
First one.
Whew.
I do a lot of, like, obviously I do production, and then I also do a lot of pop songwriting.
Okay.
So, like, melodies and structuring songs together. That's always been my thing. And so him and I got together, and for the first time, I didn't just make a beat and just give it to him and then just meet with him the next day and record it. I was like, hey, you have a really good vocal tone. And that's the only thing you can't fake, right? Because we have auto-tune and shit. It doesn't... Can I say shit?
Yeah, I'll just bleep it out.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's like the only thing you can't fake, right? Because you can pitch correct all day long, but if your voice doesn't sound right, it doesn't sound right.
And he's got that.
And he's got that, right? And so I heard him like kind of singing on something else, just kind of having a melody, but we just pieced it together and like.
So at this point were you guys already working together, or did you have to reach out to him? How did that even?
We had been working together plenty at this point, and since then we've done a whole album. He's got a record that I produced front to back coming out in like a couple weeks now.
Okay.
But LaLa's the first song he sang on. We sat down together and like wrote it, and it was like a little uncomfortable like singing on a song, but obviously he just had natural talent for it because it came out great.
Yeah.
And the did I just forget that melody? Like that's like real life you hearing the process of us writing that song.
This is the beginning of this song happening.
What's funny is I went into that project file yesterday and I was kind of you can like drag out the clip in either direction and see what's happening, before and after. And there's so much of that.
That's pretty
like
sick.
So much of us just like me shouting across the studio like, no, like try this, and him being like, is this right? And like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we kept that one part, put that in the beginning because it's just so funny.
Yeah.
And the line that you were talking about, that I rap my lyrics when I perform, that's just a meme because I think a lot of rappers just like play the MP3 and then just like say,
something
on stage.
Something to get it started.
But
I guess here we go.
No, he's just an amazing performer. I saw him play the song the other day.
Where was that at?
He played at Moroccan Lounge in Los Angeles.
Okay.
It was great.
Is it how crazy to see like you were back in the studio, like you were in the studio making this, and now he's up on stage performing it. You're hopping on things and performing it as well. How crazy is that?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been nuts. Seeing that much of a crowd reaction from a song that two of us just made in the office of my house.
It's like just so low key, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, now we got to talk about the giant thing. So I'm relatively new to TikTok.
Okay.
So I've been on it. I know it's popping.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I start seeing now. This could be just because I don't know really how the app works. But for my For You page, I started seeing, like, I swear, every single one was like a baseball guy doing a song, and then right when your song drops, like, and the beat comes in, and then that was the TikTok that was used. So, like, did you notice a massive difference when that started getting used on TikTok? Were you noticing, like, people already listening beforehand? How much did that play a part in it?
So we did a lot of stuff to make the song heard.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Before the song came out, we had turned the release date into a joke in itself. So everyone was just spamming LaLaLa June 7th, which was the original day it came out. Some kid got like spray painted on his car and stuff. Like we really built a community around the song.
Okay.
And then when we put it out, we sent it to like 1 or 2 TikTok friends that have a following on there, and they put it on and it just started catching.
Okay.
And so like from the jump, we saw like a good response first day, but nothing like what it's doing now.
Yeah.
Right? We would see, I think there was maybe like 80 to 100,000 plays first day. We were stoked on that.
That's crazy, yeah.
And that's kind of where we thought it was going to end. We thought it was going to do that for a while, get a couple million plays, and taper off.
Nope.
Like most songs. No, that didn't happen. It's just been going up.
That is insane.
It got totally out of control. It reached a point where we realized that nothing that we do could make it bigger or smaller.
Literally,
and it's just going to do its thing now.
Yeah.
It's totally past us.
Do you like, now, as an artist, do you like that because obviously I know some people are more like anything to get the song popping. Do you like that it went that route, or would you ever prefer it to go a different route to like blow up kind of thing?
No, I'm totally cool with it. I think that anybody that tries to knock something getting big from an app or from something, they're just living in the past.
Okay.
I think that we live in a society where
oh man, 25 years old, let's go! Yeah.
Rough. We live in an era where people are...
This is how you make it.
Yeah, that's how you consume content now.
Yeah.
People want to see stuff on an app in like a 15-second bit where they can put their own spin on it.
Yeah,
so,
I'm currently right now with iHeartRadio making a playlist like of songs that are on TikTok blowing up. Like that's how crazy it is. It's now like a cross-platform, like everything's getting used online. So that's crazy.
Yeah. And straight up, you'll see a lot of songs get big on an app, on TikTok or whatever specific app it is, and then not be able to transcend past that. You know, it doesn't have like legs to stand on. But I think that like, not to like toot my own horn here, but when we made LaLaLa, immediately I like turned to Alex. I was like, "This is the one. This is the song." Because we were sitting on the song for 10 months, and I knew. I just kept.
So it took before you even released it. You had it for like 10 months ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, we made it in a few hours, but we were just sitting on it because it was.
How do you do that? Like, how do you hold that back? Being like, don't you just want to hit upload? Like,
definitely, but it's the first song off of my producer album.
Okay.
It's called Dream Eater, and I was focusing on getting everything else ready.
Yeah.
And then obviously LaLaLa did really well, and so I held off on putting out the album. So.
So are you still holding on, or we get it soon?
We're pumping it out.
Okay.
So I plan on getting that record out before the end of the year.
Okay.
And December's kind of a no-fly zone for music.
Yeah.
Because everything shuts down.
Holidays, all that good stuff.
So sooner than that, ideally.
Okay. Now, is it so? It's a producer album. So you're having a bunch of features on it.
Exactly.
So do you have it? Do you have anybody like is Baby No? I don't know why I want to call him No Swag every time.
He got big swag.
Yeah, right. Does Baby No Money? Is he going to be on it a couple times? Do you have any other big names as well?
LaLaLa is the single off of that record. That's the only song on there that has Baby No Money on it.
Okay.
But if you want to hear like more stuff with us together, he does have a project that, like I said, I produced front to back, coming out probably before my record.
Okay.
So that'll be.
We're on the watch out.
Yeah. That's on the horizon. But yeah, my project is just featuring a bunch of people that are like people I believe in, people that I think either will be huge or are already very important, or like, etc. Not that everyone on there is not important, but you know what I mean.
Okay. Of course.
In the mainstream spectrum
you suck
of stuff.
specifically. I don't know.
Yeah. And it's just a big showcase of a bunch of the different styles of music that I like to make, but hopefully in like a congruent way, where it's not annoying to listen to.
Yeah,
like,
it just
can't
flows.
Make up his mind.
It flows.
Yeah.
Now, as far as performing live, what do you have? Like, are you planning a tour? Are you part of tours? Part of festivals?
So I'm playing some festivals. I'm playing Snow Globe.
Oh.
I'm playing Lights All Night. I think that's in Texas.
Okay.
I'm playing TwitchCon in San Diego at the end of the month.
Okay.
And then some like select college dates and this and that. I'm not probably going to be doing like a tour anytime soon. First and foremost, I am a producer.
Yeah.
So I have like a lot of work behind the scenes as well that I do for people.
Yeah, well, I noticed you said that you write like you just said you focus a lot on pop. Is there like songs that I would have not would have heard, but that you like that popped off a little bit before? Or?
Yeah, maybe. If you're familiar with an artist named Killy, I produced a song No Sad No Bad and Doomsday.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are like big records in like the rap world.
Okay.
I produced Ride In for Young Bands.
Hey,
and,
I've heard that one.
Landon Cube and YB and Amir.
So you got some big, like, those are big time people. That's somebody to just,
Yeah, I've had some like fairly big cuts, but nothing that's gone to like radio and been.
Well, hey, you're just starting out. I mean, obviously you're not just starting out, but as far as like getting recognized,
I've been on the outside looking in for a long time, so
now,
it's cool. I'm finally like in a spot where I feel like I can work on records that people will actually hear.
You're like, now's your time to take advantage of it fully. I like it, man. You got a good attitude too, so it's like you're excited for it and everything.
I'm stoked, man. I'm glad it happened now.
Yeah.
If I didn't have like 7 years of experience under my belt, I don't know what I would do or how I would follow up a song like this.
Was there like a moment in this? Because you said 7 years now you've been going at it.
Yeah, like 2012.
Was there a moment where you thought like you had something that was about to pop and then you were kind of like let down? Have you had those moments?
I guess not, because I never the scope of what you think is possible gets bigger based on what is happening, right?
Okay.
So like when I was putting out songs before, I've had like a couple remixes go big and have multi-millions of plays and stuff, and to me that was the end goal. That was like that's great.
This is my career.
I hit this like big milestone. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And then every time you have something bigger happen, it kind of expands what you think is possible.
Yeah.
So I've never been like disappointed.
Yeah.
It's just like now looking back, I'm like, oh wow, well these records really weren't shit in the scheme of things, right?
You're like, oh, but I mean, I'm sure they're good. Like this, sometimes
awesome.
things just catch fire and it's just crazy. So
of course.
Yeah. Well, hey, now you've gotten a little taste, gives you motivation to keep going and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to follow it up.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Let's not be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, don't get discouraged, because that is, I mean, it's tough. Some big, even mainstay artists that like blew up. It's like it's hard to maintain it.
Oh, 100%.
But I feel like as long as you don't like, do you already find yourself with this music that you're putting out comparing it directly to LaLaLa and just being like, oh man, it's not like that. It's not like that. Or?
No, I mean not in the sense that I expect every single song that I put out to be a LaLaLa, but I'm going through my project and cutting out songs that I think don't stack up, because I understand what an audience member wants, and I know what I've wanted from artists that have had these amazing songs and when they didn't follow up, and I'm just not going to let myself do that.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough, because you definitely don't want to get boxed in. I feel like so many artists try to like replicate something just.
No, I'm not trying to make LaLaLa 2.0. Nobody needs it. We got LaLaLa 1.0.
Hell yeah.
And then, but I also know that what people are going to want to hear from me, not like sonically, just like what people expect from an artist that comes out with a big song. It's funny, I'm an artist now.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Like you're like before you're just like I'm making music. Now it's like you are an artist.
Yeah, I was like a producer and now I'm a quote unquote artist. Pretty funny.
Have you ever thought about like as far? I mean, I know you talk on some of it, but have you thought about like
singing
more,
and stuff?
Yeah, like making your own. Like,
I'm not a huge fan of the way that my voice sounds. I think I've always been a big proponent of bringing people in that are good at the thing that they're good at. Mm-hmm. So I'm good at songwriting. I'm good at producing. Let's bring in a good singer.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of the way I feel about it.
Well, yeah, go ahead, please.
No. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe I'll take a bunch of vocal lessons and hope for the best. But.
I mean, and it's not like even being the producer is what it was back in the day. Because like now, like I remember producers, you would have no idea who they were, and then like now you got you. I mean, as far as I remember, was David Guetta all of a sudden became something huge, and then he was like, oh wait, he's not singing or doing anything. He's making the music. Yeah. You're like, whoa. Obviously, DJ Khaled has taken it to another level. So
I mean, Calvin Harris,
absolutely.
Diplo. There's all sorts of people. Some of my favorite, like Mark Ronson, is probably like my favorite producer artist.
I'm like talking to old school people. Like there's new school people right now.
Yeah, I mean Mark Ronson's been around forever too, though. But Mark Ronson is like a huge inspiration of mine in the production world. He's just like, because like he did everything from Amy Winehouse to Uptown Funk.
All right. Well, have you noticed people reaching out to, or like do you have like a higher, not like clientele, but like maybe like, because how he just did a song with Camila Cabello, and like do you have goals like that?
I definitely have goals like that, and we're reaching out to like all sorts of people. I think basically what I'm finding out is like anything's possible, but you can't bank on on stuff like that, you know. So we're sending out we're sending out all the emails for like the right matches and stuff, and like whether or not it works, it's like who knows. You can't get too tied up on it.
I like it, man. Hey, just keep moving forward. All right, now I gotta know, just because it is huge on TikTok. Do you have a favorite like style of video that someone's used? Like, do you have a favorite video that you're like, you're obviously using your song?
I do have a favorite video. It's this kid on an airplane.
Okay.
And he goes into the bathroom and puts the toilet paper in the toilet and flushes it. And they have a sensor to where they'll keep flushing when something's in it. So it's like the song, he like walks in, hits the button, it just starts ripping through the entire.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going through the whole roll of toilet paper at like lightning speed. It's like flying through it, and then right when the song drops, he just points the camera to the mirror, and it's just this like 12-year-old kid smiling ear to ear.
Do you remember like the handle or anything? I have to go find that video.
You know what? If you don't mind waiting a second,
Not even a little bit.
Now.
I gotta find it. That's amazing. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's so funny. I just like stumbled on it on Hang On.
Yeah, well that's it. Like I think that's the only thing is like I feel like every time I see your song, I mean there's like a lot of cool ones, but it's always like a baseball player. I'm like it's like right on the smack.
Do you like follow baseball or something?
No, I don't know how the heck it keeps coming in.
I was wondering if it's just curated to you. Yeah, here's the video. Look at this. Just hit play on that.
Oh. It's just like a smirk at the end.
Yeah, it's just like a classic 12-year-old like shithead move. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just a child. You have no understanding of repercussions. You're just going to be annoying.
Can you imagine like now somebody's gonna go in there after him and be like, where the hell's all the toilet paper?
No,
man?
for real.
That's probably like a 12-hour flight to Hong Kong too.
For sure. For sure. But he's none the wiser. He's a child. He has no he's not thinking about how inconvenient that is for everyone else. He's just like, how funny is this?
That is perfect.
And I love to think that he uploaded it on the plane with plane Wi-Fi.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. With the AirPods in and everything. That's just 2019 in a nutshell right there.
That video is hilarious.